The door flew open, almost knocking Guinevere and Lancelot over, and the hawk and the hunt all whisked into the room, spearing more holes in the maps, each bird carrying a scroll in its beak. The hawk dropped its scroll into the hands of the king of Falsewood, and the owl dropped its message to the prince of Mahadeva, both of whom opened them quickly. Snake and his band of trolls broke into castle, took your daughter hostage. The Falsewood king read, eyes wide. Lion arrived and freed her. Trolls executed. Snake on the loose. Snake's werewolves fed 3 guards to the man-eating hills. The Mahadeva prince read from his scroll. Lion saved the West. A sparrow zipped through the door and dropped a note in the king of Camelot's lap. Tetros opened it. Snake knows I'm on his trail. He's coming for Camelot. We'll try and take your kingdom by force. We must meet immediately and prepare for war. Name your time and place. He read out loud. Signed, your loyal king. Tetros stared at it, speechless. You asked us to build an army for you, said the king of Bloodbrook, when perhaps it's the lion who deserves such an army. Tetros shook his head. So-called lion, you mean? Because he's lying too. I haven't appointed any knights. My only knight is dead. Well, then this boy surely took it upon himself to replace him, said the king of Jolly. Your father had his best knights defending his banner in the woods, for a good while at least. He glanced sourly at Lancelot, then back at the king. In times like this, you need an ally you can trust, an ally like this lion who has already proven himself. I don't even know who he is, Tetros persisted. Then I'll ride out with a full anvil to meet the lion as he asks, said the Duchess of Glass Mountain. I will ride with you, said the Queen of Ravenbow. We should meet the one who's fighting the snake. The one who's doing the king's job. Counts me and the knights in too, said the king of Falsewood. I'll go, said Tetros. The leaders turned to him. What all you say is true, Tetros said, regaining his composure. Whoever this so-called lion is, he has saved my princess and friends in the name of Camelot and is calling himself my knight. But he asked me to meet him, no one else, and I will oblige. The rest of you will stay here in the castle and make plans for battle. If the snake is coming for Camelot soon, we must be ready to fight him. Lancelot stepped forward. Your Highness, you won't be safe in the woods alone. You don't even know where the snake is. He could ambush you with his army. It's too risky. More risky to let this snake spread lies and depend on a stranger to stop him. A stranger we know nothing about, said Tetros. When we were arguing about the 4 points, you were the one who told me to leave the castle and do my job as a king. Well, I'm taking your advice, Sir Lancelot. I'll go meet this lion, and if he is indeed a loyal ally to our cause, I'll bring him to fight in our army. I'll ride into the woods tonight. Then you'll take me with you, said Lancelot. No, Theseus ordered, for his mother's sake. You are needed here. A king must have a knight. You will take Lancelot, said Guinevere's voice. Theseus and Lancelot both spun to her, surprised. Lancelot was your father's best knight and champion. Taking Lance is what your father would have done, and is what you must do too, said Guinevere, standing tall. Whatever tension was in her face had been replaced with a firm resolve, leaving no room for negotiation. I can't leave you here alone, mother. Not without him, Theseus said, still stunned. In moments like this, she had always chosen to protect Lancelot over her son. She had always chosen to protect their love first. Guinevere turned to the leaders. While the king and his knights ride into the woods, I'll work with your kingdoms to build an army. This boy who calls himself the lion is surely right. If the snake's attacks in the woods are failing, he will come for Camelot with a vengeance. If he'll do it soon to rob us of time to regain our strength, it doesn't matter anymore what the king did or didn't do at the 4 points. If Camelot falls to the snake, he will not summon consuls or build alliances or solicit your opinions. He has no respect for diplomacy, legitimacy, or the truth. Many of you saw his first hand when he tried to murder you and your families. That is just an inkling of what would lie in store for us all. If Camelot falls, then so will all of your realms. From here on out, we are either allies or enemies, and if we are enemies, good and evil are both doomed. Choose now. Rulers mumbled to each other, giving her suspicious looks, but Guinevere cut them off. As for your feelings about me, I was once a king's wife. I know how to execute the work of a queen. She looked right at the king of Bloodbrook and the ice giant of Frostplains. And if the bounty on my head is worth more than the safety of your people, then by all means, strike the first